A look at the relationship between Mike Wazowski and James P. Sullivan during their days at Monsters University when they weren't necessarily the best of friends. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie Monsters University. This is the second movie to Monsters Inc. And it wasn't called Monsters Inc. 2 Monsters University, it was just called Monsters University. This movie came out in 2013. It has had 9 wins, 2 nominations for BAFTA Awards, and another 58 nominations. The people that lent their voice to this movie is Billy Crystal, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, Helen Mirren, Peter Son, Joe Murray, Sean Hayes, Dave Foley, Charlie Day, Alfred Molina, Tyler Labine, Nathan Fillion, Aubrey Plaza, Bobby Monahan, Noah Johnston, Julia Sweeney, Bonnie Hunt, and John Krasinski. What a cast. What a cast. Now we're going to be going over my thoughts about this movie. This is coming off of the first movie, Monsters Inc. And you know how I feel about that movie. I didn't necessarily love it. I didn't necessarily hate it. I actually thought it was a really good movie. I think I gave it a 5 or a 6, something like that, because, truth be honest, it wasn't the best of Disney Pixar animated movies. There were just other better ones out there at the time. And truth be told, this is a sequel, and I normally like to say, as you've heard me in my previous two reviews, normally Disney anime movies, when they do sequels, it declines in quality. This one, however, rose in quality. I thought the first one was a good attempt, but something was missing. This one capitalized on it, and they made it better. What made it better? Because truth be told, even back then, Monsters Inc., I personally thought the voice cast was phenomenal, and even in this one, voice cast is phenomenal. Nothing changed within that for me personally. Nothing changed. Animation-wise, well, of course, it's going to be a difference because it's been so many years since the first one. Because the first one came out in the early 2000s. I can't remember exactly right now. I want to say 2002, 2003, something like that. And then you go on to this one, Monsters University. A decade later, 2013 this movie came out. So yeah, the animation was going to get better. And to me personally, the animation is a lot better. But that being said, even Monsters Inc. for its time, the animation was great. Don't get me wrong on that. This one, animation, awesome. Awesome. So what changed between the first and this one? I think you all know where I'm going with this. The story. Don't get me wrong, I thought Monsters Inc. had a good plot. It was written pretty well, but that was it. This one, I think, had a much better plot. I thought the plot was actually very good. And it was actually written very well. Very well. I'm not going to say extremely well. I'm not going to say it was written amazingly well. Because, truth be told, as I was watching this yet again, sorry everyone, for 4th or 5th time now? Yeah, I've seen it a few times now. And yes, I saw it on Blu-ray. On Blu-ray. I own both movies. Monsters University and Monsters Inc. on Blu-ray in a collection here. See, I was talking about the story. Like I said, I thought the plot was very good, and it was written very well. And that's it, really. Yeah, that is what changed for me personally. What changed, and it's surprising that a sequel the sequel is better than the original. That normally doesn't happen, period. It normally doesn't happen, period. But there are certain instances where it can happen. And this is one of those instances. And again, The Lion King, the first anime movie, the second one, I feel for those two it was up to how you felt, but I do hold both of those two on a pedestal. Just what's more near and dear to your heart between the two. The second one was more with me, but don't get me wrong, the first one was still great. This one, however, I don't hold it on a pedestal, but I still think it was a very good way, a very good direction that they took it. Could have been a little bit better, a little bit better for me personally. Actually, quite better. Because I still would not say this is a great movie. It's not. Because there's still a lot of things that could be fixed within the storyline. And what I'm talking about within the storyline is the dialogue at times. And there was times when they could have capitalized on some of the comedic effects in this movie. I felt that they could have done a bit better. And don't get me wrong, I found myself laughing from time to time, but it could have been better, though. And this was, truth be told, a more serious storyline than the original. Yeah. That being said, IMDb, with all the users combined, gives this movie a 7.2 out of 10. What do I think? Well, my thoughts, like I said, I don't think this is a great movie, but at the same time, I very much enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good attempt, very good movie nonetheless, and I actually agree with IMDb with this time. I give this none other than a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. That's my rating. It's a very good movie, ladies and gentlemen. Very good movie. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I recommend it. I want to thank you all for taking time to watch it. And if you love this movie or did not love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video if you like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I tend to do soon. I am out.